Afternoon baseball now from beautiful Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Today, a matchup of NL East rivals between the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. Stay tuned for Marlins baseball next. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch on the way. And we are underway this afternoon from Miami as the first pitch is taken for ball one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Panic is there. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's coming off a nice month where he had 8 home runs. That's like 2 every week. If you can throw out 2 every week, you're going to have big numbers at the end of the year, and that's what he did last month. It showed me a lot about who he is and the power he has.
Starling Castro comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The average coming in, 257, 10 home runs, and 38 runs batted in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle, scooped up. Throw gets him, 2 down. Juan Soto to the plate now. He went deep last night twice. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a looper to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Max Scherzer gets the starting assignment for the Nats in this one. Dan Flezak, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Now to the plate, John Birdie. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's out.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Robles waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Starling Marte stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. They'll start this one at 274. 5 homers, 39 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Ready now is Jesus Aguilar. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey!
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and it hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull the trigger.
High in the air and deep to left center field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Nothing in the Miami first. We played an inning in South Florida. No score on the show. So now to the plate, Schwarber, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
In there, strike 1. Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield, hit in the middle of the order.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 7 homers and 30 RBIs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Josh Harrison stands in as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 6 home runs, and 36 RBIs. The 1-0. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Two and two. Heading out towards shallow right. Catch made here in shallow right. Probably too shallow to advance. And now for Washington, Victor Robles. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now here's the first offering. Hey. Comes set, the 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now into the box, Adam Duvall. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he takes ball one. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. And this one is gone, a home run. Adam Duvall leaves the yard with a solo shot. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
To the plate now, Jazz Chisholm. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Scherzer looks in, coming at him with the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And he'll try to tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Down the third baseline. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. He'll step in here at 275. 6 home runs, 27 driven in. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chisholm gets his lead at first, nobody out. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 3, apparently. Not sure what was on his mind there, but he elects to take only the out at first.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Trey Turner up the chute. This is a guy that when asked to go to center field not too long ago, looked like that was going to be the spot for him. Now he's asked to move to the middle infield, back to his position at North Carolina State, and he can pick and grin, and he has got some of the quickest feet in the game.
At the plate, Jesus Sanchez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. That's inside. 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Misses inside off the plate. Joe Pennick, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. To short. Turner has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting it, the third baseman, Joe Pennick.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout, Joe Pennick. And now the first pitch, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch, get ahead, get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Robles is on his horse. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. One scores in the inning coming on this.
Welcome back to Miami, where the hometown Marlins have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. With one of the best team ERAs in the league, it's pretty clear they command a lot of attention and praise. Before the game, one pitcher told me that he thinks their success comes in large part due to their strikeout abilities, a category where they also rank near the top of the league. He said even when we do get ourselves into trouble, most of us can dial up a strikeout and help get ourselves out of it. And that makes a huge difference over the course of a season. Power arms and nasty.
Ja, guten Tag. Na, wie geht's jetzt?
Oh, heute hat mein Körper alles aus den 3 Wochen zurückgeholt. Ich habe
Okay.
fast den ganzen Tag geschlafen.
Okay, krass.
Bin immer noch müde, aber ich habe fast den ganzen Tag geschlafen. Witzigerweise. Ich glaube, ich habe 6 Stunden am Nachmittag geschlafen oder so. Deswegen, heute hat er alles zurückgeholt. Alles, was es gibt.
Ja, den Tag, der kommt dann halt, ne?
Ja. Und selbst?
Ja, alles gut, ja.
Alles gut.
Wann hört die kranke Scheiße auf, ja? Ich bin ja gerade Spiel gewascht, angefangen. Da kann auch Schürzer kommen, erster Play von der Weile, Ball wieder weg. Ich verstehe, was ist da gerade los, ja? Was ist in dem Monat los? Ich check's nicht, ja? Da kann halt auch wirklich jeder kommen jetzt oder so. Selbst ein Schürzer ist nicht in der Lage. Also, keine Ahnung. Wird der kleinste Monat im Spieler gespielt. Zumindest Batting Average mäßig wahrscheinlich, ja? Er ist halt krank, ey. Der Typ, den kriegt keiner raus in dem Monat, ja.
Ja, das ist heftig.
Ich sehe das ja. Vielleicht gut, dass ich vielleicht nächsten Monat Umbruch mache, weil ich glaube, so gut wie der Monat, den ich da spiele, da kann er ja nur einbrechen, ja. Das ist viel zu gut, ja. Er hat ein kranker Kerl, ey. Wer ist denn? Ja, jetzt habe ich auch was 62 Overs gehauen, jetzt habe ich 29 oder so. Wer ist denn? Ja. Vor allen Dingen, ich habe gar nicht gut mit denen angefangen. Ich check's halt nicht, was auf einmal was passiert. Ich hab echt das Spiel mit denen nicht umgeändert, ja. Ja, doch ein bisschen. Ich bin ein bisschen aggressiver geworden mit ihnen, aber sonst habe ich grundsätzlich das Spiel mit ihnen nicht umgeändert, ja. Vielleicht war es genau dieses bisschen aggressivere hinten. Ich weiß es nicht.
Das kann sein.
Ja, das ist wieder ein Double. Aber egal, die Washington Offensive geht jetzt schon wieder auf den Piss, ja. Jason Reeds, habe ich noch nie gehört. Backup-Catcher. Haut mir einfach mal ein Double rein. Keine Ahnung, wer das ist. Jason Reeds? Keine Ahnung, wer das ist. Kann ja nur Talent sein, wenn ich den nicht kenne, ja. Stadion zum 3. Mal ausverkauft, ne? So hat mein Leben, ja. Ich habe es echt geschafft, dass das Stadion mal ausverkauft ist, ne? In einer guten Saison, ja. Ja gut, wenn erster gegen zweiter spielt, dann möchte ich auch die Hütte voll haben, bitte. Aber trotzdem. Also kann ich auch so bestimmt, weil die MLB gesagt haben, wenn du eine gute Saison spielst, egal mit welchem Team, wird das Stadion voller. Ja, stimmt, haben sie recht. Also je nachdem, was du für eine Saison spielst, du wahrscheinlich genauso richtig verkackst. Mit einem Top-Team kommen dann irgendwann keine Zuschauer mehr. Also die Mechanik gibt es auf jeden Fall, ja. Die kann ich jetzt absolut bestätigen, ja. Na, Schötzer ist schwer zu hinten, ja.
Sehen wir ja wieder. Regelmäßiger.
Ich sehe so schon jetzt in der Saison gut genug, ja.
Ja.
Ich da unten schon wieder lese, Atlanta hat gewonnen, Philadelphia hat gewonnen. Ja, ja, ist sie immer, alle gewinnen. Jetzt kommt wieder dieser Turner-Spacko, ey. Gut, dass ich den nächste Saison los bin, ey. Dass ich nicht mehr so oft sehen muss, ja. Klar, und der Minz, ja, ist jetzt 1-1, oder? Macht halt nicht so guten Abend, oder? Ja klar, macht Turner den Hoben, ja? Wer ja auch sonst.
Alles andere wäre auch ein bisschen seltsam.
Ich hasse diesen Typen, der ist viel zu gut, ja? Kann aber schlechter sein, ja?
Nee, Turner nicht.
Aber Turner und Soto, sind halt schwer rauszubekommen bei den Teil. Jetzt kommt er ja mit seinen 98 Spielscheiße da auch noch, ey. Die Kacke auf mich zu, ja. Hatten! Pick-out! Turner, du Drecksack! Da habe ich den Schritt gesehen. Krass, da ich Turner da rausgekriegt habe, ey. Okay, das war jetzt besser gelaufen, als ich gedacht habe. Da hat er wohl, glaube ich, nicht gerechnet, dass ich zum ersten Baseman werfe. Und ich werfe. Nice. Das war auch gut so, weil kommt nicht direkt ein Hit nochmal. Die meine Starting-Pitcher, meine Top 2 Aces hier, die Hits reinhämmern, ey. Unfassbar. Ah, jetzt kommt Soto, ja, wundervoll.
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target, it's ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way, here it comes.
Da kann ich wahr sein, oder? Oh, krieg ich den doch? Ja. Boah, genau an den Ball gefangen, ja. Ich wollte gerade sagen, macht er jetzt auch wieder? Haut er auch wieder einen Ball raus? Boah.
Oh,
Da hat aber
wär
1 Meter,
schön gewesen.
da hat jetzt aber 1 Meter gefehlt zum Home. Da wäre mega gehabt, ey.
Pitcher for the Marlins, Pablo Lopez. Scherzer into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oof, that is safe to
Ups.
say he doesn't look all that
Ja, da sah Lopez nicht gut aus. Ups, war ein Curveball. Ich dachte, wäre ein Fastball. Das war gut gehittet. Aber geil, ist ein Pitcher. Da kann sich ja erlauben, so einen Gurkenhit. Das ist komisch zu swingen.
strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Ist natürlich beim nächsten Teil vorbei. Das ist der große Unterschied zu dem Vorgängerteil. Mit den Pitcher kriegst du fast gar keine Hits mehr hin, ne?
Ja, klar.
1-2.
Das ist nicht so. Bei Vorgänger gliedert ja durchaus mal immer mal wieder. Bei dem Teil kannst du froh sein, wenn 100 Hits ist.
Right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Ja.
Swing and a miss on a ball way
Das ist ja noch heftig, ey. Wenn ich hier gerade so gegen Washington spiele, wenn ich sehe, was die da so hatten, ne? Und was die alles letzte Saison abrasiert haben, ist auch der Hammer, oder? Ach du Scheiße, ey.
Fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him.
Ja, ist halt schon heftig.
In the world when you're a pitcher.
Weil jetzt hast du ein Traum-Line-Up, weißt du? Und gefühlt spielt jetzt keiner mehr da. Das ist der Hammer.
plate now. John
Ja, aber darf ich vergessen, vor 3 Jahren waren die noch Meister, ne?
takes strike one on the fastball here. No balls.
Sie sind noch die World Series gewonnen.
Was a flyout for him to start the home first. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Toto ist der einzige Verbliebene irgendwie.
Hit high and
Nee.
out to straightaway left. Left fielder.
Okay, Birdie haut den Ball raus. Okay, Birdie, danke. Wo kam das jetzt her? Nehme ich gern mit, ja? Also wieder Führung, ja? Ja, Schott hat 2 Homers reingekloppt, ja? Was ist denn hier verkehrt, ja? Ich glaube, ich habe aber genau den Wind gehauen, muss man sagen, ja?
Now a 2-1 ball game.
Da habe ich mal den Wind gnadenlos ausgenutzt, ja? Wir haben 8 MPH gereicht nach links für den Homemann.
Guys who just draw walks and steal bases. That's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat. They can go deep.
Oh, er war auch genau in der Mitte, aber wir haben schon mehr. Schwarz habe ich eh gerade ein paar in der Mitte. Schwarz tut ja gerne Challenge, ne?
Drops in there for the first strike. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That one looked like it
Tatsächlich mal ein anderer Naumann aus Dubai mal gehittet, das ist unfassbar, ey.
2 and 1 and 1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at bat.
The pitch. On that fastball.
Und jetzt kommt er wieder mit den Kantenbällen, weißt du?
I think it's safe to say he wasn't
Einmal gechallenged gegangen, denkt er sich so, ja okay, dann nicht mehr. Dann hau ich Marte jetzt nur Kantenbälle rein, ja.
To set up the heater.
and they could go either way now,
Ja.
I suppose.
Ja, habe gar keine Chance gehabt. Nice, was für eine Reaktion von den Drecksack, ja? Als Schwarzer, ja?
That guy, geez, I mean, that
Juckt den gar nicht, ja?
way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Jesus Aguilar. As Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Had him off.
Die scheinen eh sehr komisch zu spielen, wenn Schwarzer wirft. Ey, Schwarzer hat einen 3-4-Rekord, ja? Nach der 11. Saison, das ist ja irgendwie seltsam, ne?
Die enttäuschen.
Ja, ne, wie enttäuschend. Er hat nur 3 Siege, ja? Die 11. Saison. Aber die dachte ich mir auch so. Oh,
Aber ey,
And down
Das wird ihm in echt in der nächsten Saison auch nicht anders gehen. Also alles gut.
Ich nutze gerade auch echt gnadenlos aus. Jetzt habe ich mit Aguilar auch nach links gehauen, dadurch habe ich einen Double, weil da einfach der Wind hingeht, ja. Das ist der Vorteil, dass ich aktuell ein paar Rechtshänder habe, weißt du. Da kann ich es ja echt sehr gut ausnutzen, weißt du, den Wind gerade. Problem war, der war fast schon zu hart, ja. Hat fast nicht für ein Double gereicht, der war ja eigentlich ja nicht so schnell ist. Oh, jetzt kommt wieder Dubai, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, ja. Was passiert jetzt? Was passiert jetzt?
Wieder raus, das Teil.
3,46 bei dem wird spannend eigentlich. Langsam Richtung 3,50, ey. Ach du Scheiße, ey. Boah, jetzt hat er mir jetzt leider die Kante gehauen. Okay, Scherzer ist gewillt, nicht dabei das zuzulassen. Das haut aber richtig raus, ja. Nö. Nur ein Hit. Kein Mann. Aber nicht raus. Aber hab wieder nicht rausgekriegt. Dieser war aber knapp, war so ein Infield-Hit, ja. Aber gut, selbst ein Infield-Hit klappt bei Dubai, sagt sich schon alles aus, ja. Und da war der Pitch weit ein Ball, ne?
Ja, bei ihm geht aktuell alles.
So der Hammer, ja.
Bei ihm geht aktuell einfach alles.
Bei Jazz geht gar nichts mehr. Jazz ist mittlerweile auf 2,56 runter, ja. Ich hätte auch gerade Nummer 5, ich lasse gerade Birdie, weil der gerade die drauf finden. Ja. Jazz hat also ein paar Pausen bekommen, ja. Aber wie gesagt, ein Rookie, ja. Kann passieren, ne? Hat eigentlich viel zu guten Start erwischt gehabt, ne?
Ja, mein Gott.
Boah, jetzt haut der aber auch Dinger raus. Starker Change-Up, ey. Egal. Jazz ist gut drauf. Hier Nummer 5, zweiter Hit. Ja. 2-1 Triple von Jazz.
Ja, gut.
Okay, Jazz, du was, wo du willst erstmal nicht mehr Lied aufhitten. Du fühlst dich in der Mitte wohl als 5 oder so. Ja, okay, hab ich verstanden. Ja, und da hat Churchill auch schon 4-1 kassiert. Was ist mit meinem Team aktuell los, ja? Und das war ein Curveball in der Kante. Inside, ne? Daraus mache ich eine Double. Wie ich dir gesagt habe, aktuell hätte ich nicht so schlecht, ja. Daraus musst du erst mal gut Timing machen, ja. Oder Miami ist einfach ein Team, das mir unfassbar liegt, ja. Man wird ja nicht mal vorbei. Shirts hat jetzt 63 Pitches, ja, das sieht gut aus, ja. Ja, okay, ein guter Curveball. Egal. Eins, was der Minder klar nicht gibt, sind Walks, ja. Das hat Shirts, der gibt halt keine Walks. Aber ja, 4-1, weißt du ja, so wie die Serie so abläuft, das ist ja nichts gegen Washington, ne?
Ja, 4-1.
Und da ich auch mit Lopez ich bin vorgewarnt, hätte schwer Kanter geworfen, ne? Also, ausruhen darf man sich hier nicht. Aber trotzdem schon mal geil, Scherzer und Strasburg ist zusammen schon mal 10 Runs reingehämmert, ja? Finde ich geil, ja? Also Schwarber, bin ich mal gespannt, was der kriegt. Also je nachdem, was in letzte Saison halt Problem ist, den Teil, ich glaube 53, 43 Contact, aber der hat halt gegen rechts 88 Power, das wird dir übelst helfen, ja. Ich denke aber, die Contact werden sie ein bisschen verbessern, weil der, glaube ich, letztes Jahr sehr gut gespielt hat.
Vor allem vor 2 Stunden kam noch die Nachricht, dass die Phillies jetzt scheinbar fast einen Deal mit Castellanos durch haben.
Auch noch, oh Gott.
Das
Okay,
heißt,
nice.
Das heißt, das
so
Line-Up
nice.
vom Hitten her wird super, die Defensive wird wieder absolute Müll. Aber es ist halt so. Verteidigen kann dann wieder gefühlt keiner über die Phillies. Das ist super.
Ich weiß gar nicht, wie Castellanos defensiv so ist.
Einer der schlechtesten der Liga.
Na, okay. Ich finde auch geil, Trevor Williams von den Cubs hat aktuell von allen Pitchern gemeldet, die meisten Siege mit 10. Ja, Trevor Williams ist kein schlechter Pitcher, aber dass der da anführt, ist schon heftig, ja.
Ja, wer weiß, was das Line-Up spielt, ja.
Ja, vielleicht sollten sie sagen, Castellanos lieber bei uns DH spielen lassen, mal gucken.
Ja, Schwarber ist defensiv aber auch nicht besser.
Ich finde, der geht. Hier habe ich schon ein paar Mal gesehen, ich finde, das geht eigentlich bei dem.
Ja, ich meine, in echt ist der defensiv aber auch nicht besser.
Wir meinen echt, ich finde, das geht, sag ich ja.
Die haben halt grundsätzlich den ja nicht ohne Grund dann nur noch DH spielen lassen bei den Red Sox.
Stands at first with 1 out. In for strike 2. Here comes the 1-2.
Ja, schon mal Bell. Das war wichtig, Bell auszustriken.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, but watching this at bat, it's
Mein Gott, das ist relativ egal. Die Phillies sind seit 6 oder 7 Jahren das schlechteste Defensivteam der Liga, also alles gut. Nichts ändert sich halt nicht.
Die waren aber 2019, ich weiß nicht, die Saison, ich glaube die 2019, wo ich nicht geguckt habe, 2020 ja eine Saison, die ich geguckt habe, waren die ziemlich gut defensiv.
Ja, die haben keine Errors gemacht, aber wirklich Runs gesaved und so durch die Defensive haben die gefühlt nie. Die sind da immer letzter in der Kategorie seit Jahren. Also Matt Chapman oder so macht saved alleine mehr Runs in der Saison als die ganzen Phillies.
Ich meine auch erstmal gehört haben, auch noch jetzt okay.
Ja, deswegen. Oder Laureano oder so. Einer von denen saved alleine mehr als das gesamte Phillies-Team. Also das sagt halt alles. Das ist auch das, was ich auch vor 2 Jahren schon gesagt habe. Da ist ja gefühlt im Outfield keiner, der einen Arm hat. Also der Einzige, der einen Arm hatte, war Harper und der war aber nicht der präziseste Arm. Das ist der Einzige, der durchaus mal bis zur Homeplate werfen konnte.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Here comes the 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
You got a full count.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. He loses him on ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So stepping in is Jackson Reeds. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier, making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ja,
An
boy.
off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Cats leave a pair. They trail it 4-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now to bat, Jesus Sanchez, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Schwarzer guckt irgendwie sehr unzufrieden rein. Was ist denn da los?
And that misses for ball
Irgendwie
4.
wundert
To
mich
lead
das.
off
Jetzt hat sogar Jesus Santos gewalkt. Also ich glaube, der ist irgendwie gezeichnet gerade, der Rookie jetzt gewalkt.
One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming.
Ja genau, 4 Pitches, ja, kein Zweck dabei.
Next up is Joe Panic. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No, that's low.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Scherzer comes set. 1-1 pitch on its way.
Bah.
Cold on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him. He comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
In now, Pablo Lopez. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. To second for one, but wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
At the plate, John Birdie. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Here's the 2-1. To 2-2 now.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike
Der
3.
Slider ist echt eine Waffe, ey. Das ist nicht mal mit gut Timing, ey.
For Miami, but they lead it 4-1.
Das ist der beste Pitch aktuell im Spiel von dem.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ist egal, wie Wildcard-Platz aktuell. Zweiter Wildcard-Platz ist halt Washington. Und dann wird die 3 in der Hand, der Rest aus meiner Division. Eieieiei.
To the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So now into the box is Trey Turner, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. This one's down to third. Panic's got it. On to first, and number 2 down.
The batter number 15, second baseman, Starling Marte.
So here's Starlin Castro. A hit in 2 tries so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Oh Gott.
In the air,
Muss er in die Sonne hauen? Boah, hier sieht man doch fast nichts.
one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next it'll be the outfielder, Starling Marte. Scherzer looks in. First pitch on the way. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Well, he's still out there to start the fifth inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Alter, Trout erster. Und der hittet sogar 3,63. Ach du Scheiße. Nein. Er ist halt Trout, ja.
High in the air out to center field. Schwarber is right there, one down.
Ist halt Tor.
Now batting, first baseman, Aguilar.
So here is Jesus Aguilar. He came across to score after
Krass, Ryan Baukasse, dritter in Home Runs mit 18. Interessant dann, wen da zu lesen, auch interessant.
So, bei mir trifft er nicht mal einen Ball, ey.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Zumindest nicht.
Aber Pau hat er ja, glaube ich, auch, oder?
Ja, aber gar nicht so krass viel. Also nee, für 18 in der Zeit? Ja, nicht. Normalerweise. Ja, auf einer Seite hat er 65 oder so, 70.
Next to dig in, Adam Duvall. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back.
Genau, jetzt ist wieder spannend. Duval wieder, mal gucken, was jetzt passiert. Kriegt ihn Scherzer mal raus, ist die Frage. So, geiler Schnitt jetzt gerade gegen Scherzer. 4 von 11 ist Duval, davon sind 3 Home Runs gegen Scherzer.
Ach.
Geile Statistik hat er gegen den, ja.
Geile Statistik auf jeden Fall.
There's a fastball well off the plate inside. This is hit high in the air out toward.
Oh ja, Flyout. Das hat tatsächlich mal stark Scherzer. Endlich mal, ja.
1, 2, 3 go the Marlins as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Naja, gut, kein Wunder. Scherzer haust auch jetzt keine 8 Runs rein. Kannst du froh sein, wenn du erstmal 4 hast, ja.
Ja, kannst du erstmal, kannst du überhaupt so rennen, überhaupt mal spielen.
Wie gesagt, der wird halt nicht komplett scheiße. Ja, der ist eigentlich gar nicht so schlecht. Wie gesagt, die Tours, die ich jetzt zuletzt gemacht habe, das war einfach von Jazz super gehittet, ey.
Next, it'll be Kyle Schwarber. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now the 2-0. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. It'll kick around in the corner. The relay, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Josh Bell the next to hit as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 delivery. Fly ball right down the line in left.
Ja, ich glaube, der war von.
And it's a foul ball. Schwarber leads off second with one gone in the inning. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
A bullet to first base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The third baseman at the bottom, Josh Harrison.
So next to bat will be Josh Harrison. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And he lays off for ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
The count now at 2-2. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle.
Oh, komm, Kevin Grossman für die Liga mit 1,97 ERA. Passt ja eben wieder. Der letztes Jahr echt auch so echt krass geworfen, ne?
Hm.
So a full count now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving
Ja, das würde mag sie auch träumen, ne? Dass er bei dem wirft.
It's not
Ich wäre mal gerade zufrieden, wenn das auch nur annähernd so wäre. Ja.
Aber ja,
Back on the changeup.
ich glaube, die Giants haben auch aktuell, obwohl sie 45 Spiele weniger haben als Mark, glaube ich auch schon deutlich mehr als der gemacht.
The next 3-2. This one's flared off to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning.
Boah, du hast jetzt auch zwei starke Defensivplays gemacht, ey, also bei denen passt ja wirklich alles. Da kommt auch direkt ein Video.
They trail it 4-1.
Da klappt ja wirklich alles. Oh, Schürzer raus.
Pitching in the
Ups.
bottom of the 6th.
Das war schon mit Schürzer.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the speed threat, Jazz Chisholm.
The shortstop,
First pitch of the AB now. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
A one pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
0-2.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
Blowing away with that one, it's 1 and 2. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. stepping in, Jorge Alfaro. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. And they'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So now here is Jesus Sanchez. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Down the first baseline.
Oh.
And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Was da, Bell? Hast du... Was hat der da? Was hast du da falsch? Ups, der Ball ist durch. Oder Handschuh mal. Das sah geil aus, der Ehre. Danke, Mann. Nice Ding, Bell. Ups. Ach, der Ball ist tiefer. Ups. Der ist doch gekullert. Der war ja nicht mal schnell. Aber ein geiler Ehre. War lustig.
Here's Joe Panic. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Ja, und mich wundert nicht, dass die so welche Airs machen, weil die stehen bei 2-8-3, Washington sind 14. der Ende. So passt halt so ein Ärger, ja. So grottenschlecht, wie die defensiv sind, ey.
Ball 2.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Castro's got it. Throw on to first, and they'll escape the danger created by the error. The inning is over. Marlins leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Victor Robles. First pitch on the way.
No, that's
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Now that the catcher.
Next, here is Jackson Reeds. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
And he fouls this one off. And now he'll foul this one off as well. The fall behind here, no balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, this guy's been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Heading out towards shallow right. Duvall in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see there, they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category.
Oh, Bessie, ey. Die Padres. Ja gut, das überrascht mich nicht.
Pinch hit here with 2 outs and the bases empty.
Number 7.
Haben ja auch fantastisches Pitching.
First pitch on its way. As he will take a look at a fastball
Durchaus.
in there as that strike zone expands just
Mit 3-0 kann man mal machen, ja, 3-0.
with an average of 314, 1 home run
Geht
and
schlechter.
4 RBIs.
Da bin ich auch nicht knapp dran, weil ich bin bei 3-2 irgendwas. Also für sie schon erstmal aktuell eindeutig von mir. In den Liga.
We're in the 7th now, 4-1 our score to this point. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Still 1-2. Panic trying to get there. Again, another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little low, it's 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And this throw gets away from him.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Anthony Bass will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 52. Anthony Bass.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Stevenson at second with 2 down. Down the right field line.
Immer wieder dieser Turner, ja.
As he arrives at second.
Das ist jetzt 4-2.
As a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. Did the last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from him.
Standing in now, Starling Castro. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Bounce it to the left side, fielded by Panic. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take
Was
care
hat
of
Turner?
it to end
Hat er wieder einen Hit gemacht?
Ja, aber Double.
one for the Nationals on the RBI double.
Der Typ, ey.
Ryan Harper will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 33, Ryan Harper.
Garrett Cooper is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch coming, here it is. Still struggling at the plate with an average well under 200. 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Behind 0-2.
Ja, ist eine harte Saison nach der Verletzung von Cooper. Cooper jetzt 1,47, ja. Das ist hart.
On the hands, hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Was? Cooper?
Nothing in 2
1,
count
was hast du gesagt?
and the pitch.
1,47.
And he takes strike 3
Oh,
call.
guck mal, ist doch nur minimal schlechter als Mancini.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter.
Ja, aber er ist aktuell auch kein Sparta bei mir, ne? Also, das ist auch eine Bank. Und man muss halt sagen, er war auch 2,5 Monate verletzt, also läuft halt seine Verletzung halt gar nicht.
Stride it again, and before he takes his cut here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch of the AB now.
1-0.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The center
next will be Starling Marte. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Fastball just inside. 2 out, nobody on. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Miami down in order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Richard Blyer has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35, Richard Blyer.
And now, Juan Soto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
On the first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these 2 performances stack up against one another. Next to hit, Kyle Schwarber. He doubled his last time through. He's set and the pitch. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Fouled away. The 0-2 home. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. The next 0-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. Sanchez is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The first baseman, number 19, Josh Bell.
Stepping in next, Josh Bell. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. There's prior history in this matchup. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Duvall is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 4-2. Daniel Hudson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44, Daniel Hudson.
Bottom of the inning now, and Set to go is the veteran first baseman, Jesus
The first
Aguilar.
baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a ball 1-0. And the pitch. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Hudson rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Stepping in once again is Adam
Du weißt ja nur 8 von 12 jetzt in der Serie gegen Washington, ja.
Hält mich auf.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Hält
Good fastball as he
Überhaupt
makes the swing and a miss.
nicht
Action
auf.
in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One out, nobody on. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Jazz Chisholm.
Count
As he
1-0.
will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
Oh,
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2. Jorge Alfaro would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field.
Alles klar, Jazz ist so hot. Da hauen wir noch einen Ball raus.
3.
Strike count with two
Der
away in the
dritte
inning.
Hit.
Ja, schade. Die Double
Ich bin
fehlt.
Double, oder?
Ja.
Solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Ja, der hat er auch gebraucht, so ein Spiel mal.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the eighth. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
Now have Chapter. Jorge. Alfaro.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll take a look at the strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Turner. It's short. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Dylan Floro comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the
Number
ninth.
36. Dylan. Floro.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring up Josh Harrison. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ball changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
To right field. Number 16. Victor Robles.
Next up, Victor Robles for his career in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. And the first, and now the Nationals are down to their final out here. Stepping up is Jackson Reeds. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch of the AB now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
misses 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for the Nats. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins bounce back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series, and this one is over. 5-2 the final today. The Miami Marlins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Pablo Lopez wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Dylan Floro records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Flezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Marlins launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Nats 5-2. The Phillies tallied 5 home runs overall as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 8-5. Charlie Morton grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, helping lead Atlanta past the Reds 7-3. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-0. Brian Goodwin was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 9-5. The Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 12-3. The San Diego Padres hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-2. The Giants totaled 11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 7-4. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim went deep 4 times as they destroyed the Rays 10-3. The Toronto Blue Jays held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-3. The Yankees sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Red Sox on the road 10-6. The Chi Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 10-5. The Houston Astros pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-0. The Cleveland Indians racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 6-2. The Kansas City Royals hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 9-1. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.